the CORD top brass was meeting with candidates who won various elective seats in the just concluded elections to chart the way forward for the coalition.
Addressing the gathering, flag bearer Raila Odinga said the coalition will press on with the election petition at the Supreme Court and will be presenting substantial and sufficient evidence to show that the tallying process for the presidential vote was flawed. And as Patrick Amimo reports, the CORD leadership has urged its members of the various legislative houses to foster unity as the coalition strategizes to take control of Parliament, Senate and county governments during the election of speakers.
The CORD leaders meeting was called by CORD presidential candidate and Prime Minister Raila Odinga. Invited were all those candidates who had won the just concluded elections in the positions of MP, Senator, Women Representative and Governor. Even some who lost attended. The meeting provided a bonding opportunity for the coalition members. Top on the agenda was presentation on the key issues that have warranted CORD to go to court, having put together a team of eminent lawyers to challenge the results.
The evidence that we have in place is substantial. If ever there was a sham election, this one was a sham election in terms of the presidential election, particularly if I compare it to the year 2007.
There is no bigger duty to any Kenyan at this point than to ensure that the election, the first election under the new constitution, is interrogated to satisfy Kenyans.
Even one vote that has been taken away from us counts. Take it to our lawyers. Even one slip of the pen, fraudulent or deliberate, counts. Take it to our lawyers.
The CORD team says it will pursue its quest for justice and truth through the courts of law in ensuring that elections count.
If I don't speak now, then this thing is going to be institutionalized.
When we sing in the words of our national anthem, justice be our shield and defender, haki iwe ngao na mlinzi. If ever there was a time, a moment in our country's history where those words sound so relevant, it is now.
The CORD leadership held a closed-door session with members and strategized on winning positions for Speaker and Deputy Speakers at Parliament, Senate and County Assemblies against their rivals in the Jubilee Alliance. And this, they said, will only be realized if the CORD family remained united.
Our staying together, that we will be able to raise the numbers to take key committees that are so pivotal if this country has to move forward.
They are actually now sending messages to some of the members of parliament, and more so from small parties, to convince them that if they join them, they will be given incentives.
The CORD leaders were urged to tell supporters at the grassroots to ensure peace and stability prevails as the Alliance pursues justice in the courts. The CORD Alliance has assured its members and supporters countrywide that it has enough evidence to prove that the elections were flawed. It has also stressed on the need to remain united, especially as the battle shifts to Parliament and Senate when it comes to the election of Speaker and their deputies. Reporting for KTN, I'm Patrick Amimo.